Hey guys, welcome to PJ's Coin Caper. So today we've got all of the 2020, 21 and 22 Tooth Fairy coins in front of us. But today we're going to probably more focus on the 2020. We will get into the other ones a little bit. But as of late, the 2020 Tooth Fairy coin has skyrocketed in value. So firstly, why is it so special? Well, it's a $2 coin, so every collector loves to keep this denomination above all others. The subject matter is popular, not only with adults but also with children, and it's also a great design with plenty of detail. So in 2020, the Mint released this coin for $15 each. Okay, now we'll never forget what happened in 2020, like as we battled a pandemic and the impacts that it had on each of our lives. This reduced production of coins, and I have no doubt it impacted this coin in particular. People were more concerned about survival and staying safe rather than spending money on coins. So no doubt that would have had an impact on production as well. So not long after the release of these coins, they sold out really quickly. Okay, so as I said in a previous video, you needed to order these, and you could order these at the same time that you could purchase the kits. So the kits came out, I think it was like in February of 2020, and then in May, the carded version came out. Okay, so not long after release, these coins, they sold out very quickly, and within days they were selling for like $50 each. And over the past 2 years, they slowly started to move in value. But in recent weeks, collectors have become more aware of how very few of these coins were produced in comparison with the 2021 version and no doubt the 2022 version. Alright, so let's talk about the mintage. So in the 2020-2021 annual report, it shows, now this one here, that there were 30,002 of the 2021 in the card, and then in the kit was 8,590 for the 2021. Okay, now if we compare that to this one here, the 2020, only 12,000 of these were made, and 4,643 of the kits. Okay, so that means there is 2.5 more times more of the 2021 version compared to the 2020, and nearly twice as many of the kits. Okay, so the combined mintage across both of these coins is, for the 2020, is 16,643, and then the 2021 version is 38,592. So that's a big difference. So that's why this one is special. Okay, it's a low mintage $2 coin that everyone loves to collect. So in recent weeks, I have been following and seeing what this coin is doing, and I think my first sort of eye-opener that this coin was moving was on a Facebook group where someone had sold a couple of them for $300, and I thought, oh, hold on, I've got a couple of those. I'll dig them out and have a look. And I jumped on eBay and had a little look further into it. So in recent weeks, by checking eBay sold figures and watching sales in the Facebook groups, just the carded one as well, no, not only just the carded one, but the kit as well, have been selling for up to $250 each, which is crazy. Okay, for a $15 coin initially 2 years ago, but the mintage is only 12,000. So with only 12,000 carded coins, this makes the 2020 coin one of the lowest minted $2 coins to ever be produced by the Royal Australian Mint. Now, I'm assuming you're familiar with the 2017 Mars Planetary coin. Now, that came as a full set with all the planets and different denominations of coins. Unfortunately, I don't have one. I wish I did, but I don't. And that particular $2 coin has a mintage of 10,000. Okay. Now, that coin regularly sells for around $2,500 each. So, crazy dollars. Okay. Now, this thing has a good subject matter. Now, we may think that $250 is crazy right now, but I think it's going to keep climbing. I think this could easily get to $500 in no time, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, I think at $250, it's still a good one to add to your collection if you can afford to still do so. So I think there's probably maybe 30,000 coin collectors in Australia. That would be my sort of rough estimate based on what I see on Facebook groups. And that number has certainly grown. Certainly since my channel's been active, lots of people have come to know about coin collecting just by seeing videos and those kind of things, which is great. And lots of people have let me know that, which I'm really pleased about, and I absolutely love that. And it's part of the reason why I started the channel, was to help grow this coin collecting community, which I think is good for each of us. So it's a special coin. Now, I'm just going to bring one other coin in here that I think is also special and is a bit underrated. All right. Now, this one here is the Lest We Forget. Okay. Now, it's a poppy Counterstamp coin. Now, originally, does it say on here? This was to have 30,000 produced. That didn't happen. The mintage is actually only 15,000. Now, this coin has a little Counterstamp, as I mentioned, and it's in the center of the coin there. Hopefully you can see that right in the very center. All right. So this particular coin, which is the Lest We Forget coin from 2015, as I said, never came out with a C-mint version. So effectively, in some ways, this is our C-mint version for this coin. I don't know why they didn't come out with a C-mint marked coin, but this is the only coin we have offered. Now, I've seen these selling in recent weeks for around $120, but they've been fairly stagnant at around that $120 to $150 range for a little while. So I think this one is going to go up as well. This will be one of those ones that is very low mintage, and people do love the coin. And I think it's only a matter of a year or two before this particular coin really starts to move. But and then this one will really take off, because it is the special one, and one that collectors will want to have. Now, one other thing I wanted to say was that the Mars coin in itself is a special coin. It doesn't have any privy marks. It doesn't have any counterstamps or mint marks on it. It is a standalone $2 coin, and it's probably the same way that I look at the Tooth Fairy coins, because it doesn't have anything special on it. It's purely a $2 coin that is something that people can relate to. We all grew up, mum and dad would give us a little bit of money for our teeth that fall out as a child. Now, so in some ways, these two coins compare in some ways. Now, and then I'd probably put other $2 coins that have an M mint mark, because there are certainly some coins that are low mintage $2 coins that so like there was one from, I think it was 2018 as well, the 30th anniversary. Like all those coins, actually, that set of 12, there's only 30,000 of the set of 12, but there was also these 30th anniversary coins that came out that have I think it was an S mint mark and an M mint mark, and they only had 1888, so 1,888 coins produced, so really low mintage. and they're selling for around that $250 to $300 each as well. But I put them in a different category. In some ways, I put this in a slightly different category as well. And then I would put, say, the 2012. There was a 2012 Australian Open $2 coin. It's not the size of a $2 coin. It's a little bit different, but it's an expensive coin nowadays. So they're selling for $600 to $700 each, and there was only 3,000 of those ones produced. So there are some special $2 coins, and in some ways I want to put this in its own little category. So with the Mars coin, they're the two I'd probably say. Let me know if you think there's any others that are really sort of standalone $2 coins that are exceptionally low mintage, like this. 12,000 of this and another 4,500 or so in the kits. So the kits are by themselves are very low mintage as such. But yeah, let me know what you think. Am I categorizing them correctly? Do you think I am drawing the right conclusions here? So one other thing I wanted to focus on in this video is, now I opened up, well, both of these in, well, one of them was in February 2020 and the other one was in May of 2020, and we had a look, and I'll put those two videos in the description of this video so you can have a look at those ones. But what I noticed with one of the sets at the time was that there was some toning on the $2 coin. So I took them out and I put them into a 2x2, okay? And I'll grab the other one out in a moment. But what I've noticed is that this coin has kept toning, okay? Even though I have protected it, it's still quite heavily toned. And I'll zoom in a little bit there so you can have a good look at it. But maybe I can grab a comparison coin, and you can see the difference there between the toning of those two coins. You can see that bronzy sort of color on the one on the right. I will grab the other one out as well. Now, one of these, when I did do the video to check if these were toned, was absolutely perfect. And from that moment on, I actually, well, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it was very good. I straight away put it into a 2x2 that very day, and this one has also toned. Okay, so we'll do the side by side again. I don't mind the toning. The toning still looks alright, but I'd be interested to know your thoughts on, let's say if this coin is worth $200 to $250, right? What percentage lower would a toned coin be reduced in value? My guess is around 10 to 15%. So I think it does diminish the value a little bit, and not everyone's going to want toned coins. It's still a perfect coin, it's just toned. So it's still a low mintage coin, it still has the same design and same year on it, but it does have this toning on it, and I think that does reduce the value by, I'm thinking 10 to 15%. But let me know your thoughts on that. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are and what your experience has been in relation to that. So that's about it for this video, guys. I just wanted to point it out that these coins are really taking off in value and they are skyrocketing, but they are special coins within themselves and they are worth every cent as far as I'm concerned. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so. It's free to do so. I'll just share this one little statistic with you, that out of my viewers, those who view my channel every single video or every single month, only 23% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. And it's so easy just to push that button and hit subscribe. All right, it doesn't cost you anything. You can hit the bell and you'll be notified. So please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, and I'm looking forward to getting to 20,000. That's my next little goal. All right, we're at 18,800 at the moment, so 1,200 of you, I'd love to come on board, and let's try and hit 20,000. All right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. and bye for now.